Hello, so I'm back. It's Fee, and the last time I posted about the first 7 days of the 2-week wait post frozen embryo transfer. And now this is the latter half of the 2-week wait, as well as what my beta results were, beta number 1 and 2, as well as the results of my first consultation post post transfer and beta. So thank you for joining me here. And if you haven't seen any of the other videos, quick background on myself. I'm 41 years old. My husband and I have been married for almost 13 years. Our journey began in 2015. I was diagnosed with hypothyroidism, possible PCOS, possible Hashimoto's, but I also was diagnosed with bilateral hydrosalpinx, which is fluid in my tubes that might have been caused by IUD, might have been caused by, an infection that had started to develop, but it healed on its own. It's not from STDs. And yeah, we started our journey there. We ended up having beautiful fraternal twins, our baby boy and baby girl. After our first attempt at IVF, we were so very fortunate, but unfortunately they were also born 4 months early. So fast forward, that was 2016. Here we are in 2020. We lost our baby girl Jada on May 23rd of 2019 due to respiratory complications. She had a lot of complications, but oh my gosh, the most beautiful soul ever. And this is kind of like our last go round at this. So there's a lot of emotions and a lot invested in this. And yeah, this is really an important time. And I just wanted to be able to share this with you. And I've learned so much through this journey, as well as, through everything, motherhood, IVF, all of this. And all of this damn information is doing nothing in this big ass head of mine. So I just want to share with you, and hopefully you can get something out of this. So thank you for listening to that bit. Moving on, latter part of the 2-week wait. The bloating was still real. The boobs were still like tender, but not to where it hurts to be in the shower. Moodiness, not really there. That really wasn't there. That was the first 7 days. The bloating was there the first 7 days. The first 7 days I had the lower left stabbing kind of pain that was intermittent for about 45 minutes. And then I've never felt that again. This time I had some lower mid discomfort right over the pubic bone. It almost felt kind of like a pulling sensation a little bit. And then almost felt like it was going to develop into a cramp, but I couldn't tell. And I was just praying it wasn't, because I was like, oh God, please don't let this be like a miscarriage. That and peeing, the bloating and the peeing, man, I get up about 5 or 6 times a night to go pee. I already have to pee a lot, but I know I've increased my water to stay hydrated, but I'm literally getting up 5 to 6 times a night just to go pee. And that's also could be because I take metformin in the evening time too. It's not really known to be a diuretic, but that could be potentially, part of it. Who knows? Well, those symptoms did not give me an actual confirmation that like, yes, I got to be pregnant. So I'm feeling these things prior to my beta, and nothing else is different for me. But I did go and have my beta testing done on March 2nd, and my results came to 1302. So according to my coordinator, that is a really good high. So I was very excited about that. But of course, I needed to make sure that these numbers were increasing. So I went back 2 days later, and my results were at 3087, so 3087 from 1302. So it had more than doubled. So of course that was very reassuring. And so we're pregnant. So I got to tell my husband, and we were like very, very excited, super excited. With that being said, that also explains why I've had to pee so much, because the increase in the HCG is what also causes you to have to pee. Your blood volumes increased, your kidneys dilate, they get a bit larger to help with that, with the increase in the fluids. Your bladder is being pressed on by your uterus that's trying to, enlarge, it's growing something there. So, this all makes sense. I have been drinking alkaline water during this time, as well as about 24 ounces of Powerade Zero or G2, the, no sugar Gatorade, um, along with an added 100 milligrams of magnesium. It's children's magnesium that I use for my son. I've been adding that to it because through reading and watching videos and looking at videos and reading about midwives, a lot of times they will advise for their patients to drink like coconut water mixed with like other types of additional like mineral rich things, because while you're developing this child, this baby, it is taking a lot of minerals from you, and a lot of times because it depletes you, this causes morning sickness. That this is one of the culprits. I'm not saying it actually is, but you don't have to tell me twice, okay? So it is said to be one of those things that will help with that. So I've had no morning sickness whatsoever. I have felt just fine. My energy level has definitely, been there. I do get midday tired, little midday fatigue. But overall, like nothing crazy and out of the ordinary, but my boobs have stayed a bit sore. But then it wanes. So yes, you do end up going through this like, okay, they don't hurt anymore as much. What does that mean? Am I in the throes of, a miscarriage in process? I don't know. You can't help it. Your brain is going to go there. And I mentioned this in a video too, that it's like once you go through one stage, you pass that part, you just want to like get to the next. And, you can talk about it a lot. Yeah, I've got to do these shots and I got to do this. And, you do your egg retrieval, bam, find out how many eggs you get. You're just praying, oh, you get enough. And then when you get enough, now you got to wait for the ICSI and see how many make it. And then if you got to freeze them, how many survive with the thawing of it. It's just like you have anticipation, anxiety each step. So this is nothing different. So now it's like, okay, waiting for the next step here. I did have my consultation, post labs and all that, with the fertility doctor, who is Dr. Michael Lalonde with Advanced Fertility Center in Texas. I love him, and Dr. Trelick, and just their staff. My coordinators that have been Mira Patel and Amy Patel. Like I love them. Like I love their staff. They're just really great. Anyhow, I'll keep going. We sat down and talked. And so this is interesting. If you watch video 1, you know that I was talking about supplements and vitamins that I took prior to my retrieval and my transfer in 2015, as well as what I'm doing now, what I started in 2019 and here up to this point, and what's different, what I learned. And one of the things is that we implemented vaginal probiotics, is oral and vaginal probiotics, okay? And that is because we want to have enough of the good bacteria developing, because it produces lactic acid, which helps to kill any particular, certain particular invaders. Because let's face it, that area down there, no matter what you do, soap, water, all that is not a sterile area. So you are prone to infections, you're prone to yeast infections, UTIs, all that. So you want to have protection down there, especially if you're pregnant, because you want to try and do what you can to have your soldiers in place, to prevent any invaders that may cause you to go into preterm labor or have a miscarriage. So when they did the culture on me, which is the date of my frozen embryo transfer, which was February 17th on President's Day, the results came back on the 20th, and we were now going over this and finding out that I did not have any indication that I had this good bacteria that was necessary. And 3 in particular, he said, if you have these, I will be happy. He said, these are your soldiers. And it is L. crispatus, L. jensenii, and L. gasseri. I'm probably butchering the hell out of these names, but I've never seen them before, and I'm just looking at it, and phonetically, I'm just trying to sound it out. So I have increased my oral probiotics, as well as now I'm doing everyday suppositories. vaginal suppositories, and I will get checked for this again in a month, almost a month. But I will have my first ultrasound in a couple of weeks when my husband's home, so that's super exciting. And yeah, we're just really hoping for the best. If you see in the background here, I've got like girl clothing here. It's like, what are you doing? Do you know you're having a girl already? No, I don't. So let me show you some more. You see this? You see what I did? You see what I did? Well, I talked about walking in faith in my first video. And I mean, this all came before I had twins. I just keep feeling like this is a girl. But even if it isn't, you know, I just want to have a full-term, healthy baby. I want to do everything that I can in my power to get this as right as possible, you know. And I just want a healthy baby, that's all. But I keep feeling like it is a girl. I keep feeling it's a girl. So I just went and walked in faith. I've bought clothes. My husband even has, you know, before we even attempted doing this, he just saw things that reminded me. We associate lemons and lollipops with our daughter Jada that had passed, and so when he's seen like a lemon romper, whatever, he'll bring it home, and I'm like, that's for our future, you know, that's for the baby sister. And just walking in that faith and having that mindset, because the negativity can totally set in because it's trying to protect you from getting hurt, right? So you're just trying to like put your shield up, but it doesn't help. So yeah, so I'm just walking in faith here. And if it's not a little girl, or if we don't have a child resulting from this, if that was the case, you know, then either way, we will definitely be gifting a beautiful person who's expecting with lovely girl things. And so I just don't look at it that way. I don't know. I can't really explain it. It's just what's in here. And that's why you see these little girl clothes, and a couple of things were my daughter's. So I'm just walking that walk and walking in faith and just showing my gratitude every day, several times a day, for all that I have, regardless at this moment in time, and the ability to go through this journey, because as you know, is not easy at all. And had I known even beforehand that I was going to lose my daughter, I would still choose to go through this again. I'm so much of a better person, but I just am. I'm just a better person. But I'm just hoping that some of this, you know, is helping you. If you have any questions, please feel free to inbox me or share it down below. I forget to say this, but if you want to, you know, if you want to be alerted as to when, you know, there are more videos, I mean, I will share everything. Good news, bad news, bad news, bad no, girl, bad news and all. I will share it. So hit the subscribe button and, you know, send me a shout out, letting me know if there's anything you want me to expound upon. I'm more than happy to do so. In the meantime, lots of baby dust. I am drinking my cherry seltzer water here, and that's it. Gonna go crawl into bed with my little one and give thanks and take it easy. So baby dust to you all. Bye.